Welcome to the Makeover Your Mindset podcast. I'm Cassie McKenzie. Think of me as your BFF for manifestation and high vibe mindset makeovers. It's my personal mission to turn your inspiration into action so you can be, do, and have everything you've ever dreamed of having in life. This podcast will focus a ton on creating fulfilling relationships with money, friends, and soulmates, and inspire you to have fun so you can live the most extraordinary life you've ever imagined. If you're ready to take to the next step, then you've come to the right place. Thanks again for joining me. Now let's begin. Hello, my lovely Makeover Your Mindset listeners. This is Cassie McKenzie. I just wanted to introduce this episode with a very exciting and special announcement. Actually, two. I am so excited about a couple of choices I made recently, and one of them really impacts you all. If you're listening to this podcast and you have really resonated with the messages and with some of the exercises and tips and ways to improve your mindset and improve your life, and you're looking for some adventure and possibly a way to really live your Thanksgiving week with an abundance of gratitude, of goal setting, and not to mention sightseeing in one of the most beautiful and spiritually relaxing places on earth. I have reserved a villa, a private villa that will be accepting 10 lucky ladies into a week-long retreat that I'm hosting. And I'm just making this announcement so that you can stay tuned for when I open up the sales page for being able to sign up. It's most likely going to fill up really quickly because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's going to be centered around really making a difference in your life, making changes if you're burnt out from work and your corporate job, if you desire to travel more, to make more from your life in terms of your purpose and feeling passionate about what you do, and not to mention have a lot of fun, and a lot of fun with me. So I'm also going to be opening one-on-one coaching and offering that as part of the Bali Retreat, in addition to the group coaching that will be going on. So stay tuned and please enjoy this episode. It's centered around how to feel worthy with making the decisions that you want to make on a daily basis to improve your life exponentially. So thanks again for joining. Don't forget to rate and review so more people can find this podcast. I love you, mean it, and here you go. It's Cassie from Makeover Your Mindset. I'm back again. What I wanted to go into today is imposter syndrome. I guess that's what they call it. So there's a thing that's been coming up a lot lately, mainly around like the feeling of who am I to do, like, fill in the blank, right? So like I hear a lot from people, and since I'm a success coach that focuses mainly on people who are burned out by corporate life and who are ready to find a purpose and create a life that feels like a vacation. So I come up a lot, and I come up against a lot of feelings myself after being in corporate life and working with my clients. A lot of thoughts that they have around who am I to want to do something else after all these years, and who am I to want to go get another degree that has nothing to do with my job, or to not even use the degree that I went to school for, right? A lot of times there's these external forces or people, I use them forces, but a lot of times there's these other people who have all these opinions, and they seem to know exactly what's best for you and your job, but really you only know what's best for you and your own job, right? So, you know yourself the best, and you know what's best for you. But still, this little voice comes up sometimes that says, like, well, who am I to do that, right? Like, where do I get the right to do that? And I just wanted to give you some tips on how to handle this when it happens, and really kind of where it comes from. So outside of the people who, we come in contact with every day, this really comes back to like the limiting beliefs that we have that were formed in childhood. So, like, your subconscious is only as old as about 7 years old. So, all of the stories that you're telling yourself now, and believe me, like, I have them too. I think everybody does at some level or another, as you go through life. And even as you up level, you hit a new level, literally, that you've never been at before. And these same kind of beliefs can come back. So, one of the things that's helped me is to really bring it back to, where's this coming from? Like, sometimes when you hear things from other people that really piss you off, right, then it can honestly be something that maybe you're already thinking about yourself at some level. And by working through that, you can dispel it as just another, lie that your subconscious has been telling yourself this whole entire time. So, like, for instance, like for me, when I wanted to become a coach after being in sales and management for about 20 years in corporate America on the pharmaceutical side, what I came up against was, well, who am I to tell other people what they should do with their lives, or how am I supposed to help, right? But in reality, I have a shit ton of experience around this very topic, right? Like burnout in your corporate life, and also in manifestation. Like, I've become obsessed with this secret since I was like, oh gosh, like over 10 years ago. So, there's been plenty of times and plenty of like research and books I've read. I've just become obsessed with, the fact that your thoughts can really change your entire life, and that you have that power within you. And it's a really empowering place to come from. Especially if you're in a situation where you might not feel like you're getting the most out of your life or your potential, right? So I help people who are burnt out from their corporate life find whatever their purpose is, and from there, create a life that feels like a vacation. I know there's that quote from, I think it's Seth Godin about like, or Godin, I don't know, I might be butchering his name, but it was like, create a life you don't have to take a vacation from. But for me, like, why not just create the life that feels like a vacation, right? Like, that just seems a little more like purposeful and intentional to begin with. So if I'm claiming to be a manifestation queen, then hey, I want to manifest a life that feels like a vacation, right? Like, my job feels like something I love, and that I, really want to live in a house that I love, and live at the beach, and have my, family be happy, and everything that comes along with that. So, for me to get to that point requires a lot of like being self-aware, going through the things holding me back, and working through these, kinds of limiting beliefs that might pop up, like, well, who the hell am I to do that, right? So, some of the ones I hear often are like, who am I to change my career? Who am I to spend money on my own, personal development? Who am I to go pay for a ticket to go to like a Tony Robbins event? Who am I to, like, for me personally, outside of being a coach, if you follow me, you might know that I just planned and, I reserved a private luxury villa in Bali for a retreat that I'm going to be holding in November there. So for me, like, for a while there, it was like, who am I to go and, plan this retreat? Like, who the hell am I to do that? I'm a, relatively, new at, this whole world and stuff. But in reality, like, I'm Cassie fucking Mackenzie, and I can do whatever the hell I want. Like, if my desire has been put there by like a divine, being, then I'm able to pursue that and see it through and have it be a success, if that's the way I see it in my head. So this whole process is what I, help other people go through. And some of the things that, you can journal around or, work around if you're coming up with this same sort of feeling, is to ask yourself, like, well, what is it that I really want? And, and also reinforce that I am first name, fucking last name, and I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy of every desire I have. I am worthy of massive compensation. If I want to have a different career, then I'm worthy of that. I can work towards that. And then that sort of trust and that sort of like building that into yourself and into yourself, like esteem and stuff like that, can help you to really move your way down into whatever your goals are. So first you need to definitely believe in yourself and believe in the fact that you can do it, right? And the way to do that is to keep telling yourself that you are worthy and that you are enough, because the truth is you are. And you can't wait for other people to come and tell you that, because they've got their own issues, right? So you've got to know that you already are, and you can start today to believe that you are. And that's really what a lot of the manifestation process comes down to. It's all belief, and it's all the thoughts that we choose to think and that we think on a routine basis and become obsessed with. And it all forms our beliefs, which then get our results because they, move us into action. So for my story, I am just moving right on into action. Booked the villa in Bali. I'm so excited. It is so amazing. And like I said, I'm only taking 10 people with me. It's going to be a week of a lot of goal setting for going into 2019. There's going to be a lot of self-care, like massages and spa treatments and daily yoga and a lot of, exercises that you're going to use to move through any and all of your limiting beliefs that you have. Daily group coaching by me, and then one-on-one coaching leading up to it and after. That'll go with the whole package. So this retreat villa is so awesome. So it'll include all your meals, accommodations, and some really special excursions that I've planned in addition. So there's one to Ubud. There's a excursion to Uluwatu, and then also to Canggu, to some of our favorite places. So yeah, keep listening, because I'll be giving out more details about this super fun retreat I'm holding. And like I said, there's only 10 spots, so be sure, if this is something you're interested in. It's actually coinciding with the with Thanksgiving week, so if you're burnout from your corporate job and just your life in general, and you're looking for a reset and a way to really like put your life into a new direction going into 2020, then hi, how's it going, guys? Then I encourage you to stay tuned for more details that I'll be giving out. And like I said, also in June, I'm going to be opening up 5 spots for one-on-one coaching too. So that'll start. Like I said, I'll be talking more about it in June. So if that's something that you're looking for and you can't wait till November, then please pay attention to the posts and stuff like that. And I'll be doing more live streams and stories and stuff like that to get you more information so that we can work together and get you moving in a new direction, if that's really what you want and you're like me and you can't settle for just a normal life that's boring, and you want some more interesting things going on, and you want to learn how to manifest your perfect, like job, your house, your family, like everything that I've already done. I'll tell you what happened today. And speaking of the manifesting money, I woke up to a text about a bonus that I wasn't expecting, and then also found out about another really cool person who's able to benefit from what I'm coaching around and what I offer through my work. So I was so excited about that, and it's going to be a super abundant week already. So, like I said, pay attention if you're into the Bali Retreat information, and stay tuned to the Makeover Your Mindset account here. You can follow me on makeoveryourmindset.com and also on the podcast. So shout out to the podcast. Anyway, that's all I have for today. And I just want to encourage you that if you're doubting yourself at any level for who are you to do XYZ, then I encourage you to just journal out, I am first name, fucking last name, and I am worthy of blank, blank, blank. And then go into a new story around why you're worthy of what you actually want to see happening in your life. And journal what that looks like. Make it happen, write it into existence, and then speak it into existence, and do this every day. Every damn day. So that's all I have for today. Super quick message. Hope y'all are doing well. Love you, mean it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Loved this episode of the Makeover Your Mindset podcast? Head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated so more high vibe people like you can find us. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.